issue 4. Yeah, last time we left off, let's just say Black Knight got in a situation when he lost to basically that version of the Avengers, and he threw him in prison. And he's talking to his little spirit family member, who's basically egging him on, saying they only stuck you in here because they want your blade. That blade belongs to you, and all this extra stuff. So he's trying to ignore this apparition that keeps telling him, that's your blade, that's this, that's that, and it's funny because he's basically getting tortured in there. Basically, he's like going through rehab because the guards are sitting outside of his cell listening to him saying, "It's my blade!" Rah! Just snapping. All in all, the Avengers are basically chilling here. Cap got the blade, and they're conversating on what they're gonna do. Deadpool makes little jokes here and there. Cap is all the more serious. So now those lizard people that they were attacking before comes to attack again. So Cap is like, Avengers assemble! We will help them. Even though Black Knight's kingdom doesn't want help. They just want to do this on their own just to prove they're strong. So his right hand man goes down there to the armory. Basically, long ago, the armory got filled up with unique weapons. Now, when I read this, I'm thinking magical scepter, magical blade, blade of fire. No, these dudes come out of nowhere with machine guns. Literally, machine guns. And Deadpool, who's watching Black Knight, is like, okay, good thing I carry two guns. And Deadpool realized, yeah, I'm a little outnumbered. Yeah, Deadpool. Yeah, he's outnumbered. Chimichangas, motherfuckers. Yeah. But Deadpool basically says, "Oh, you could kill me, but I'm still gonna get back up and fight until, a hostage situation happens." You realize every time when a hero is about to do something epic or about to fight a big mass of enemies, someone gets kidnapped or someone handicaps them, which I'm surprised Deadpool actually, cared much about her. Well, whatever. But basically, back outside this castle, the Avengers and the Knights of the army that Black Knight owns is taking on these lizard people. They're chopping them apart. Cap using the Emily blade like a champ, but I don't like Cap in here because he's been warned. Now, when they get back to the castle, when they drive off the lizard men, turns out he's back on his throne. That's right, my boy Black Knight, chilling. And Cap says, basically, they go through this whole conversation arguing where the blade is going to be, who's going to have the blade. Black Knight saying, "Look, this blade belongs to me. No one else can wield it. I could deal with this insanity that comes with the blade." But Cap is like, "Okay, so if it wasn't you who did all this, then the blade made you do it, so we're taking the blade, and we won't take you. You can stay here and rule the kingdom." Now, at first I was like, just give him the blade. But it turns out his freaking subordinates, I call treachery, treachery, because his left and right hand soldier basically agreed with Cap, and they said take the blade. The moment they said that, Black Knight snapped and he just started throwing a tantrum, saying, "It's my blade, give me my blade," and basically it ends off. Issue 4 ends off like that. Now the way issue 5 starts is kind of interesting because freaking Black Knight winds up having I guess you could say a a what's it called, a image, like he's seeing something going on. But before we get to that, Namor is fighting. Namor is just wailing on these scientists that's basically building certain equipment out in the sea, and Namor is not having that because You're in his seat. You're doing illegal shit. He's gonna take you out. He's bashing in, breaking in, doing all this stuff. But this scientist that sorry, the scientist who's working with Hydra. Oh yeah, that was a Hydra ship. Basically built this gauntlet that can basically go toe to toe with Namor, which is freaking surprising because he basically mugged Namor to the ground, which I find hilarious but angry at the same time because it's freaking Namor and he's hydrated, and a red gauntlet electricity puts him down. Uh, However, before anything got way out of hand, this dude found the portal that leads to the Black Knight's world, the weird world, which is gonna be interesting because the last panel, I don't think Namor went there. I think it was only the Hydra ship that went there because Namor was looking around the ocean like gone. So yeah, Namor didn't go, but the whole Hydra ship did, which is dangerous. And it turns out the lizard people is being run by the freaking the ex king, the old king, the one who basically is rightful to that throne that Black Knight defeated. He's working with Hydra, so Hydra has connections in Weird World, and they're made a deal with the ex king, and they're working together to try to jump the Black Knight. And I'm like, damn, it was a lot of prepping here, huh? This dude's been prepping for a while. But all in all, it looks like the gauntlet is being distributed to all the soldiers for the ex king, which I'm curious what else that gauntlet can do because we just seen it. It popped Namor. It popped him hard. Here's the part I was talking about: the apparition, the no, not the apparition, the image. Black Knight has a nightmare, which makes him look like a cokehead in rehabilitation. That Cap slaughtered his whole unit. Poor Deadpool. Poor Deadpool. Don't worry. He's dreaming. He's sleeping. He's sleeping, but you chungus. Yeah. And Voodoo leaves his body in astral form and goes straight to Black Knight to communicate with him to be like, "Hey, you're right. We need your help." So Black Knight goes over there, and he gets there right before Cap actually kills everyone. Right when they just basically started. Basically, the Blade drove Cap to almost to insanity, when he was apparently thinking everyone else wanted the Blade. And unlike Black Knight, whose lineage leads to that Blade, they always wield that Blade, Cap couldn't handle all the voices in his head, and he snapped at the Blade. That's what you get, Cap. Trying to take my boy's Blade. But throughout the fight, Black Knight really didn't take the Blade away from Cap. It was more of the ex-king shooting a red blast at them, which separates them from the Blade. And Voodoo tried to touch the Blade. Voodoo, I don't know what he thought will happen, because he's in astral form. In astral form, he's very, very vulnerable to a lot of magical or spiritual attacks. So when Voodoo touched the Ebony Blade, he basically had I guess you could say full pass mental psychic touch sight, and had all the past Black Knights. I guess some of their feelings, their stories, all hit him to the point when this dude combustes out in astral form. If you combust for touching a blade, that tells you something. That tells you something a lot. And thank God Merlin came out of nowhere to help Voodoo later on. But then the main fight kick in is when the Black Knight and the X-King, it sounds like I'm saying X-King, are starting to rumble. They both go for the Ebony Blade. However, Black Knight takes the Ebony Blade, and they're going at it, and they're fighting, and it was like a Spartan moment. Well, it wasn't really a Spartan moment, because I guess you could say he snatched his blade back. But basically, this is Weird World, and just falls. But Cap came to his senses, like, they talked a bit, they understood what was really going on, and basically they left Weird World, and they let the they let the Black Knight rule as he see fit. Now this is pretty awesome. I like how they did this, but it made me hate Cap though. It was like, Cap, you righteous asshole. You really think you can hold the Ebony Blade? Think you can hold the Ebony Blade? No, you can't hold the Ebony Blade. The Ebony Blade owns you. Yeah. But I can't wait for issue 6. I'm definitely gonna read that. I gotta catch up on my new Wolverines. But yeah, that's review 4-5. Tell me what you thought about it, and I'll see y'all in the next review. Chimichangas!